You ready? Okay. All right, there we go. Interior, theater, backstage area, night. Sarah Burke, a 60-year-old woman with bright eyes and full 1850s Victorian regalia, looks prim, proper, and serious. She stares straight ahead, deep in some thought. Then, a cell phone rings.
Shit.
She fumbles through layers of costumes trying to find it. Camera pulls back to reveal she's backstage in a theater among cast members also in period costumes. She finally finds the phone, answers.
You okay? Everything all right? I know. We were so close. It's so crushing. But now we have to pray for a...
Caller cuts in. She listens. An actor passes, gives a pointed look about her phone. Once they pass, Sarah gives them the finger, then back to the phone.
Honey, I know. Truly, I do. It's so hard. But please don't give up. Look at it this way. At least now you get to see me on stage tonight.
The caller says something that makes her laugh.
What is your fixation on this stupid costume? Have you considered therapy?
She spies a no-nonsense stage manager talking to Peggy, a young woman in costume. Peggy's eyes widen at whatever the stage manager says. Widen even more when she sees Sarah. Stage manager looks over, spies Sarah on the phone.
Honey, I gotta go. I'll be there as soon as the show's over. Goodbye, love you.
She hangs up just as...
Sarah.
I know, but I just...
Look, I understand. And I'm sorry, but...
No phones while in costume. Got it. I'll leave it in the dressing room, I promise.
Stage manager nods, looks at papers in his hands, and softens.
You can keep it until I call places. Just don't let you-know-who see you with it.
Thank you.
Speaking of you-know-who, I have to show you this.
He hands the document to Sarah. She takes it, looks at it, first confused, then steaming, and it reads, "The parts of Mrs. Cratchit and Solicitor Number 1 in tonight's performance will be played by Peggy Troutman. The part of Solicitor Number 2 will be played by Sarah Burke."
What the
I'm only the messenger. She just made the switch and handed these inserts to me to give ushers to insert into programs.
Ebenezer's taking Mrs. Scrooge away from me right before curtain.
You know she's been talking about a new vision from the start, and originally you weren't gonna be here tonight, so...
Peggy, eyes as big as saucers, carefully approaches.
Sarah, I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
She's gonna play Solicitor Number 1 and Mrs. Cratchit.
She understudied both parts.
I promise, Sarah, I'll honor them. All of the work you've put into them over the years.
Where is she?
Sarah, not
Where?
now.
Damn it.
Stage manager sighs, nods in her direction. Sarah storms off. Stage manager and Peggy watch her go.
I didn't want it this way.
Just what I need on opening night.
Interior, curved backstage corridor, night. Sarah is in take no prisoners mode as she marches ahead. Cast and crew see the look in her eyes and hustle out of the way. A rack of clothing rushes out of her room, moving too fast to stop, but so is Sarah. So she doesn't. She pushes through the clothes, emerging out and right into Eleanor James, a young director dressed for opening night. Seeing Sarah, she readies for battle.
Sarah, I was just coming to see you.
Bullshit. You were heading back to whatever hole you slithered out of.
I see Eric's spoken to you about tonight's changes.
Changes! More like chicanery. How could you? And the last minute on opening night, for God's sake.
An aide comes up to Eleanor, gives her something. She looks at it while Sarah fumes. Then when finished,
Walk with me?
she doesn't wait, just turns and confidently strides off. Sarah grinds some enamel off a few teeth, but follows.
I really didn't intend for it to happen like this, but changes were needed.
Why?
Sarah, theater is a business.
Theater is much more than just
I know. It is an ancient art form that brings people together for a communal experience. Bravo! Brava! Remember, I was once an actress too, but none of that happens if tickets don't sell.
What's that got to do with me?
How long have you been with this production?
25 years, every Christmas season since its beginning.
Playing exactly the same parts?
Couple of others now and then, too.
But mostly Solicitor 1 and Mrs. Cratchit.
Your point is?
Don't you think it's time for a change?
No. You?
During the walk, they travel nearly the entire curved corridor loop, approaching where Sarah initially began. Peggy still stands there, script in hand, studying lines. She looks up, surprised, and guiltily hides the script.
Yes.
Eleanor stops and honestly considers her next words as Sarah tries to ignite her with her glare.
The theater's producers and board are looking for a way to revitalize the production, give it a more youthful feel.
Sarah tries not to react. She's a really good actress, but maybe not that good. Before she can say anything, Patrick, decidedly not youthful, older man comes around the curved hallway dressed as Scrooge, fussing with his costume.
You mean like Methuselah here? Hey, Patrick, when's the first time you played Scrooge?
Patrick stops and very accurately considers the question.
Oh, it's been so long. Let me see. I could nearly pinpoint it. What year did Nirvana release Smells Like Teen Spirit?
Sarah glares back at Eleanor.
Come on, Scrooge has to be old. The audience expects it because...
I'll tell you what. I'll agree to play solicitor number 2 and won't make a stink to Actors' Equity about ageism if I'm still Mrs. C.
Casting age-appropriate people for roles is not ageism. We're allowed to do that.
At which point, Valorant, a striking young man in his early 20s, rounds the hallway dressed in character, talking closely to Georgette, a young-looking 18-year-old. Eleanor's eyes almost flutter at the sight.
Such as Valorant here, who, as a youthful Mr. Cratchit, makes the audience's journey back to Victorian times much more vibrant.
Careful, Ebenezer. I think our caution slippery when wet signs already in the overflowing bathroom.
Eleanor gives her a hateful look.
You can't be serious with this age-appropriate casting crap. You've got him playing father to an 18-year-old who's playing 12, whom, by the way, he's stooping.
Valorant and Georgette leap away from each other, eyes wide.
Which would mean he was 8 years old when he knocked up Mrs. C.
Which is much more believable than you having a 14-year-old, or 2 kids even younger.
The corridor suddenly gets exceptionally quiet.
I mean, if it was Grandma Cratchit, that might make sense because your womb has to be dustier than Scrooge's coal bin, right?
Peggy's hand covers her mouth, eyes wide. A clapping sound echoes down the hall. People make room, and Billy, a small disabled female teenager using crutches, dressed as Tiny Tim, walks in and assesses the mood. As Sarah sees Billy, a look passes over her, but Eleanor misses it as she goes for one more.
I mean, seriously, when is the last time you even had a kid?
Sarah takes a measured look at Eleanor, sets her jaw, then...
Last year.
Excuse me?
I had a kid last year.
Eleanor's confused, but cast members seem to know what she's referring to, turn to each other stricken.
How could you...
Last year, I had a kid. A son, age 33. But he died. So last year, yeah, I had a kid.
Eleanor tries to process this. Sarah enjoys it for a second, but not much.
Oh, don't worry, Eleanor. I still have another one. So far.
Eleanor doesn't know what to say. Before she can, the stage manager comes around the bend and sees everyone gathered.
What the hell are you doing? I called places 5 minutes ago. Get to your places.
That breaks the moment. People scramble away. The stage manager motions for an idle usher with a "turn your cell phone off" sign to go out into the audience. Eleanor, looking genuinely distressed, turns to Sarah.
Sarah.
Don't bother. I need to go make sure I know solicitor number 2's lines.
She strides away. Eleanor turns and looks at the stage manager.
I didn't know.
He pretends he has someone on headset.
Gotta go check the live stream. Alternative concurrent revenue streams, right?
He doesn't wait for an answer and beelines out of there. Eleanor's now left with only one other person, Billy.
Wow, and I thought Tiny Tim's storyline was dark.
Billy's crutches click away, leaving Eleanor fully alone. Interior, women's dressing room, night. Billy sits at the dressing room table playing a game on her phone as the room speaker pipes in the on-stage dialogue, and a monitor shows a wide angle of the stage.
I don't make merry at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I support the establishments I have mentioned. They cost enough, and those who are badly off must go there.
Well, many can't go there, and many would rather die.
Billy winces.
If they would rather die, they had better to do so and decrease the surplus population.
Wow.
Good afternoon to you, and goodbye.
A set door slams. Sarah and Peggy are heard exiting the stage. In a few seconds, they enter the room, removing outer costume layers.
I'm so sorry for taking your role, Sarah.
You didn't take it from me, Peggy. It was gifted to you. Welcome to professional theater, kid. At least Rahway, New Jersey's version of it.
But still, I feel so...
As you've said many, many times. A few even on stage. So please, just shut up and stop.
The room goes quiet, except for the play joining on the PA. Sarah sees Peggy's dejected countenance and sighs.
Okay. Now, I'm sorry.
She looks down at the program booklet, yanks out the insert.
It's just for God's sake. I'm in the program as Mrs. Cratchit and solicitor number 1, but now there's an insert saying, oops, sorry, nope, she's been demoted.
Sarah tosses the program to a table, pulls her buried phone out from her costume, earning the raised eyebrow of Billy.
You're too young to judge.
You don't think I've been judged?
Sarah looks at her small form of crutches, allows a smile.
Touché. Judge away.
Thank you. I will.
Sarah pulls over to a corner, checks for messages. Doesn't like what she sees or doesn't see. Dials. Someone answers.
Hey, are you... What? Oh, yeah. Herr Director wanted to go with a younger sensibility. Oh, my God. That's what we call her, too. Ebenezer Scrooge. Supposed to only be behind her back, but I think I messed up. Oops. How's the streaming? Oh, didn't you hear? Theater is a business. At least it lets you watch from the hospital. But stop avoiding my question. How are you? I know. I know it's very disappointing, very. But don't say that. Please don't. You can't give up. You have to hang in there. Another one's bound to turn up. Maybe even a Christmas miracle, right? Don't bah humbug me, especially tonight. Seriously. Come on. Don't give up hope, please. Okay, good. Good. I'll be over there just as soon as this CF is over. And no, I will not show up in the costume. Jesus. Love you. Bye.
She hangs up, but her smile fades. Peggy tries not to be obvious about having hurt everything, but Billy does not.
Transplant?
Excuse me?
Someone's waiting for a transplant.
How'd you know?
You hang out at hospitals enough, you know.
Yes. Kidney.
Your other child?
Sarah raises an eyebrow.
You told Ebenezer you had another one.
Yes. A son. Just turned 30, Michael.
Billy nods and waits patiently. Sarah looks away.
PKD. Polycystic kidney disease. Both of them. It's an inherited genetic disease. Causes cysts in the kidney. But you don't know until the damage is done, often not until... When symptoms showed, we thought Raymond, my other son, had a heart issue, a bad valve or something. We wasted too much time dealing with that, so when the real culprit was found, transplant was no longer an option.
And this one? Delayed?
Polar vortex. By the time it arrived,
Unusable.
They both slowly nod in mutual understanding. Beat. Over the PA, Scrooge is doing his scene with Marley. All the actresses turn to look at the video feed on a monitor.
There's more of navy gravy. More of gravy than grave about you. Gravy, I say.
Oh, my God. All these decades and he still screws lines up.
At least he hasn't bumped into the furniture.
Scrooge stumbles from Marley right into a dresser.
Oh, humbug!
They all look at one another and laugh. Interior stage wings, night. Sarah watches the current scene, Peggy as Mrs. Cratchit. Peggy is with a teenage actor, Peter, and two younger ones, Philip and Phyla. Philip seems to be studying Peggy very closely. Her stage accent is thick, very glottal-heavy.
What has ever got your precious father, then? And your brother, Tiny Tim? And Martha weren't as late last Christmas Day by half an hour.
Here's Martha, Mother.
Georgette sweeps into the room dramatically.
Hurrah!
She looks at Philip, pokes him to stay the next line with her, but he doesn't.
We've cooked a goose, Martha.
The girl pokes Philip again. He turns and shoves her. Peggy sees this and looks a bit concerned, tries to intervene.
There, Philip. Be a good boy, please. Say you're sorry.
Philip stares at her with squint-eyed laser focus.
You're not my mother.
But of course I am. Your dear mother, Mrs. Cratchit.
No, the real Mrs. Cratchit talks much better.
Peggy's stunned, unsure how to respond. Georgette rescues her.
Now, Philip, that's no way to behave. Straighten up or no goose for you.
Sarah can't help but chuckle, but quickly turns somber when she finds Eleanor standing right behind her.
Maybe you could help her with that accent?
Sure, why not? Anything to make this more humiliating.
Sarah...
But Sarah's gone. Exterior, theater stage door, night. Sarah steps out. It's cold, but clear. She wraps the heavy costume tight around herself, searches for her phone in its many layers, but can't find it.
Shit. I can't believe I actually put it away.
The night sky is sharp. Despite light pollution, some stars shine through. One in particular grabs her attention.
that Venus or a star? Capella? Astronomy was never my thing. It was yours.
She studies it for a moment, then looks down from the sky, stares straight ahead for a long moment. Finally,
What the hell am I doing? Sticking around to walk on stage for a few lines, kissing Scrooge's ass for finally growing a conscience. Oh, thank you, sir, for finally giving a rat's ass about anyone else on earth. Oh, and the big cast hug. Whoopee! Yay! Miracles actually happen. What bullshit.
she looks back up at the sky.
You deserved a miracle. And now your brother deserves one, too. Can you do anything about that? Please?
She's quiet for a moment, looking up back up at the star. Then,
I'm going to say that's Capella. You know why? Of course you do. Because it's actually two stars. Two golden suns. So very close together.
she lingers another second, blows it a kiss, then turns and heads back inside. Interior, curved backstage corridor night. Sarah enters the corridor, stripping off her costume as she resolutely heads to the dressing room. Audio from the stage plays low over hall speakers as people see her coming and move out of the way. She heads in one direction, but down the corridor, Eleanor immediately heads straight for her.
I'm leaving.
Don't you dare.
Oh, I dare. I double dare. And more.
Peggy and Billy come off stage and see what's going on.
You walk out of here tonight, you're walking out for good.
Not just for good, for the best.
I'm serious, Sarah. You leave, you're never coming back. Not for this show, not for any show.
Promises, promises.
You cannot do this. I have you under contract.
For Mrs. C. A part I created in this
theater's original production, and I have played ever since. And if I'm not playing her tonight, I'm not playing anyone.
Sarah, nothing lasts forever.
You think I don't know that?
She turns to leave, but immediately does a full circle back.
Vision is more than swooping in and breaking everything just because you want to lift your leg and piss on something others created in order to call it your own. There's history here, tradition,
She stops, bites emotion. Billy moves close.
Your son Raymond. He was a theater kid.
Sarah looks at her, surprised. Billy shrugs.
They come in the one. Ever act with you?
It takes a moment before Sarah nods.
Yes. Both Raymond and Michael's theater as kids. In fact, they both played Tiny Tim.
Peggy clutches her breast.
I'm so
Sarah's piercing eyes narrow.
happy you had that experience with that. Me too. But I'm done.
She rolls away and marches off. Peggy watches in anguish as Sarah goes. She can't take it. Starts to follow after her.
Sarah, no.
And then she passes Eleanor and thought flashes through her.
Oh, right.
Then she trips and falls. A terrific fall. One hell of a fall, actually. She goes down spectacularly, complete with.
Ow!
Sarah turns and sees Peggy dramatically sprawled, holding her ankle and dashes over to bend down to her.
Oh my God, Peggy, are you all right? My ankle, I think I may have broken it.
No. Let me see.
She swoops down to check Peggy's ankle, placing both hands around it, gently feeling it.
Ah! Oh, stop. It's not broken.
Ah!
The stage manager comes running up, trying to shush her.
Quiet! Are you crazy? There's a show going on.
I broke my ankle.
It's not. I don't feel any break in the bone.
Is it twisted?
No.
Yes.
Well, call the medic and get him to look at it. Should I hold the show?
No, the show must go on.
Sarah, you gotta do it. You gotta play Mrs. C.
No, wait. That's not my vision.
Sarah, please.
Sarah's torn. You can see she'd like to, but she also is committed to making a grand exit. She stands up, hesitates, then makes her choice.
I'm sorry.
Ring. A cell phone goes off. Everyone freezes. Ring. Sarah looks around. Where's it coming from? Ring. Then her eyes go big. It's hers. She starts patting down her half-removed costume. Bingo. It was there all along in some hidden recess. She pulls it out, sees who it is, and instantly answers.
What is it? What's wrong? Oh, that? Well, Yes, I was supposed to have one more little scene, but there has been an interesting development.
I swear, Sarah, you step out onto that stage as Mrs. C. I will call your agent. I will call Actors Equity. I will call Playbill. I'll call them all, and I will make sure that you are utterly blackballed.
Sarah smiles for the first time in a while, and into the phone.
Yep, that's her. Uh-huh. Exactly, but I don't think...
A quick and passionate response can be heard from her son.
Why is it so important for you to see me in that stupid costume?
Pause as she listens and realizes. Then,
Oh. Of course I remember. I miss those times too.
Sarah looks at Peggy's hopeful face, then all the other ones, and Eleanor's much less eager one.
Okay, but if I do this, you have to promise to do something for me. Promise you won't give up. That you'll be at least consider a miracle is possible. Will you? Thank you. Thank you, honey. No. I think one leg breaking tonight is quite enough. I'll explain when I see you.
She hangs up, a new fire in her eyes, and proclaims,
I'm gonna need my Mrs. C costume.
Eleanor sees, but a young dresser jumps to life.
On it! Sarah, I swear.
Sarah smiles at her, then whisks away to the dressing room. Eleanor's already whipping out her phone, dialing. People carefully help Peggy up off the floor and exit as she goes for a Tony and Best Supporting sprained ankle. Soon Eleanor is left all alone, except again for Billy.
Shouldn't you be prepping to go on stage?
Do I look like I need a prep to play Tiny Tim?
That catches Eleanor off guard.
You really don't know about her other son?
What about him?
Interior, Scrooge stage, night. Scrooge is on his knees in a graveyard set, begging the spirit of Christmas yet to come. A tall and thin actor draped in a black hooded shroud that hides his face and features two exaggerated bony hands.
Let me see that, some tenderness, spirit, or that dark chamber which we left just now will be forever present to me.
There's a lighting change and the scene shifts to Bob Cratchit's home. A tiny Cratch stands propped near an empty stool. All the Cratchit's children but Tiny Tim are at the table. Knitted items in front of them, their mother not in sight. Scrooge enters, but is caught off guard by the lack of a Mrs. C. She looks at the children questioningly. They shake their heads or shrug.
Spirit, this is the home of the Cratchits, is it not?
Spirit nods.
Should not the children's good mother be with them?
Spirit nods, a bit too vigorously, but still nothing.
Well, perhaps in the meantime you have different apparitions you wish me to witness. I do recall one particularly smashing Christmas where my beloved...
It was the color hurting my eyes.
Everyone turns to see Sarah in her Mrs. C costume, holding knitting, crossing onto stage, dabbing her eyes.
I soothed them with water. They're better now.
She goes and sits at the head of the table and starts knitting. Philip's happy to see her. She gives him a wink. Scrooge and Spirit do a double take with one another. In the booth, the stage manager does his own double take.
Sure. Why tell the stage manager what the hell's going on? I only run the damn show.
In the audience, some patrons notice a change and look at one another. And on stage, Sarah indicates a dull-colored piece of yarn she holds.
The color makes my eyes weak by candlelight, and I wouldn't show weak eyes to your father when he comes home, for the world. He couldn't currently bear it. It must be near his time.
Past it, rather, but I think these few last evenings he's walked. Well, a little slower than he used to, Mother.
I have known him to walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulder very fast indeed, but
She looks at the crutch and stool in the corner.
But Tim was very light to carry, and it was no trouble. No trouble at all.
She continues looking at the stool. Stage and theater quiet. In the wings, Peggy and other actors intently watch. Behind them, Eleanor watches too, while on the phone. On stage, from the opposite wing, a clueless Valoran enters the scene.
Ah, and there is your father at the door.
Valoran looks up, sees Sarah, and freezes. His mouth works to find words, but he can't find any speakable traction. The scene hangs, motionless. Finally,
Robert, you've returned.
well, it's still nothing. He looks to Patrick and Spirit for guidance. Patrick shrugs, while Spirit motions with his exaggerated prop hand towards Sarah for Valoran to move, but he doesn't. Sarah crosses to him, points at the knitting on the table.
Look at all the work Martha and others have done.
She says it purposely as if he should cue him, but it doesn't. He's a deer in headlights. Sarah tries again.
We should be done long before Sunday when...
Nothing.
Sunday, Robert. When you said you would...
Valorant turns to Georgette. She fiercely stage whispers.
Say your damn lines.
Yet he can't. Patrick takes initiative.
Spirit, I've seen enough. Obviously, the poor, wee little cripple is dead. So dead! I can bear it no more. Let us,
Sarah's had it. She grabs Valorant's elbow and drags him to the table.
Why don't you sit with your eldest, your 12-year-old daughter, Martha?
Puzzled, Patrick stops and watches as Sarah forces Valorant to sit, then maneuvers a wide-eyed Martha into his lap.
She's always seemed to rouse you in ways I cannot.
The two actors look at each other, horrified. Satisfied, she gives Patrick a look to make sure he's staying in place, takes a breath, and makes the scene her own.
Sunday, Robert, when you were planning to take us all to see Tiny Tim. The green resting place you found for him, where we could visit him often. Just as you promised, our little...
She turns, looks at the empty stool, and pauses.
Just as I promised, my...
The moment catches her, uncertain for a moment.
Are these shadows of things that will be? Or are they merely shadows of things that may be?
She takes in the stage, the actors, the audience, and makes a decision. She turns, looks for something, and finds it. The camera, filming the live stream. She looks directly at us in a tight close-up, eyes afire.
Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any specter I have seen. Answer me one question. Are these shadows of the things that will be? Or are they shadows of things that may be?
Patrick reacts.
Wait just one hot Dickensian minute. Those are
The
my...
spirit places one elongated, bony finger on his lips and shushes him with the other.
I know that people's courses can foreshadow certain ends, to which if persevered in they must lead, but if the courses be departed from, may the ends change? Say it is thus with what you show me.
The audience knows this is not the usual path of the story, yet among confusion there's interest and empathy. Sarah points to Tiny Tim's empty chair.
Why show me this, if everything is past all hope?
Interior hospital room, night. In a dark, quiet hospital room, camera peers over the shoulder of a young man watching the live stream of the show.
Assure me that I yet may change these shadows you have shown me. Oh, tell me that I may sponge away the writing of what I have seen, what I have experienced.
His finger reaches out and lightly touches her face on the screen. Match cut to Sarah's face on the phone screen in Eleanor's hands. Interior control room, same time. The stage manager wipes a tear away while ripping out pages from his meticulously notated production book.
Goddamn opening night.
Interior, theater stage, same time. Everyone, actors, audience, crew, suspended in a moment, just waiting to see what comes next. Sarah holds a moment, eyes shimmering, until a cell phone rings. Once, twice, a third time.
Shit.
Her eyes close. It's hers, of course. It rings once more. She makes a choice. She searches her costume, finds it, and looks at who's calling. The usher, with the turn your cell phone off sign, jumps up from her seat and frantically waves it at Sarah, who ignores it and instead answers the call.
Hello?
She listens intently and is stunned, but good or bad?
Really? But that's... No. I mean, yes. I understand. I do. I will. Yes. Goodbye.
She hangs up, still stunned, still absorbing. She turns. Eleanor stands on the edge of the wing, staring back at Sarah. She hesitates, then makes a decision. She walks out on stage. Cast, crew, audience all know something big is about to go down. The onstage cast moves away, giving them a wide berth. And in the control booth...
You've got to be fa-la-la kidding me.
On the stage, Sarah, bearing a look of disbelief, watches her approach. Eleanor stops a few feet away. The two women look at each other, each's face hard to read. Beat. Then...
Why?
I had to.
Finally, Sarah makes the first move, rushes towards Eleanor. In the wings, Peggy covers her eyes.
Oh, this is all my fault.
Sarah reaches Eleanor and hugs her. Hard.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my God. Thank Thank you.
Everyone's confused. The cast more than the audience.
What the hell is going on?
Billy forces her way to the front of the offstage cast, smiling.
Ebenezer just got Scrooged.
On stage, Eleanor has to work to get Eleanor to stop hugging her.
Okay, all right, okay.
She moves Sarah to arm's length.
How's this even possible?
Years ago, I had a close friend who got very sick, needed a donor, so I registered to be one, and we matched. But when the time came, I thought I was so strong, so brave, but I wasn't. Not at all. And when she died, I felt so...
She breaks down, cries. Sarah now gently hugs her.
Watching, listening to you, I called and checked, and I'm a match for your son.
Are you sure you want to do this, Eleanor?
Eleanor pauses, looks all around at all the expectant cast, crew, audience, takes in the moment before turning back to Sarah, and transforms into the actress she used to be.
That is indeed my name, and I fear it may not be pleasant to you. Please, allow me to ask your pardon.
Patrick can't take it anymore.
Those shameless hussies are feminizing my lines.
Christmas Future slaps both bony hands over Patrick's mouth.
For I will now honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. I will live in the past, the present, and in the
future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. I will not shut out the lessons that they teach.
Sarah hugs Eleanor again, then turns and yells.
My son's getting a kidney.
The audience is very confused, but nonetheless responds with applause. However, patron 1 turns to patron 2. A kidney? I thought the kid was dead.
Why do they always mess with the classics?
The cast erupts into not only applause, but also cheers and whistles. Billy bursts free of the wings and as fast as she can move, makes her way to Sarah and Eleanor. Eleanor sweeps her up so Billy is face level with them.
Shall I say it?
I dare you not to.
God bless us, everyone!
The stage manager tosses the huge production book across the small booth.
3 years of Yale graduate drama does not prepare one for this.
On stage, all the cast pour out, grabbing and hugging whomever they can. Peggy walks normally to Sarah and hugs her.
That ankle looks a lot better.
Eleanor notices too. Peggy's caught, red-faced, but then defiantly sticks her chin out at Eleanor and says,
Sorry, not sorry.
Huh. Well, it better be better tomorrow because I'll need you on stage as Mrs. C.
Peggy and Sarah look at one another as theatrical snow begins to slowly drift down from the catwalk.
But Sarah is...
Going to be busy playing Scrooge.
The two actresses look at shock as Eleanor beams.
I have a whole new vision.
Well, that's great and all, but let's talk about it after your one kidney lighter.
She holds out her hand. Eleanor takes it and shakes. And yet again, Sarah's phone rings. She checks it and smiles.
Take it. I got this.
Sarah exits as Eleanor grabs a headset off a crew member.
Farnsworth, go to music Q67. Okay, everyone, Mama's got a kidney burning a hole in her pocket. Let's sing it off.
Exterior theater stage door, night. Sarah exits the theater and answers her ringing phone.
Now, was that a miracle or was that a miracle? One for the books. Well, let's hope they don't ever write that particular book.
From inside comes the muted music of a holy night.
I still can't believe it.
She looks at the sky, finds Capella. Inside, the cast continues singing.
You know what? I can. Why? Oh, just a feeling. Maybe someone's watching over us. Seriously? Please. No more bah humbug, okay? Please. Because sometimes there's really can't be miracles. And maybe the biggest one of all is just the smallest movement of someone's heart.
She's quiet for a moment as the cast continues to sing. The camera rises up above her, catching her blowing the star a kiss. As it continues up, she suddenly laughs.
No, that was not Dickens. That was me, your mother. And if you want me to wear the damn costume to the hospital, give me my props.
She listens, laughs again. The lightest and happiest we've ever seen and heard her. Fade to black.
There you go. Well done. All 45.